If this is the guy who's got to take care of my kids, who is going to protect my kids with his life, and he's just waiting outside, that is a disservice to all of us.
As it relates to gun carrying in schools, it's my understanding, and you'll know better than me, so correct me if I'm wrong, please, but it's my understanding that there's already 30 state laws within the United States of America that permit gun carrying in schools, where they permit some sort of the staff, one way or another, to have a gun in 30 states already. So if that's accurate, and I'm going to defer to you on verifying my information, but if I'm accurate with that, wouldn't the federal government say, like, it's overreaching? We can't, that we don't have the legal authority to enforce local, state police to rush into a school shooting. And then second, the states are doing a good job. 30 out of the 50 states are already allowing for guns to be in the school to protect the children. What do you need national legislation for?
Well, let me tell you something. Every time I go to school and I see a police officer waiting outside doing a report in his patrol car in front of the school, or just watching Netflix because he come from another
Netflix.
job or whatever, it's a disservice to all of us. Actually, the other day I stopped by one and I asked him, "Let me ask you something. If you have an active shooter in school right now, what are you gonna do?" "Oh well, I will just rush in." "Oh really? Oh, let me ask you something. You know that when there's an active shooter inside the school, you won't hear the shots outside. And most likely that school is going to go into code red, which is a lockdown, and you will be locked outside." "Well, but I'm law enforcement." "Oh, okay." So that means that what? The shield would make you naturally appear inside and you take care of the shooter? "No, no, no, no. They'll open the door for me." "Oh, okay. Do you see me coming?" "No." "Okay. What about if I'm the gunman? I just shot you, and now I got to go inside to shoot everybody else. What are you going to do?" So that is the problem, and his
So
responses are
that's
all the
one
time.
case.
And
That was a police officer? Was
that's
that
the
a
police
Florida?
officer, and it
Yeah.
doesn't happen once; it happened a lot of time. So the problem for me is this: if this is the guy who's got to take care of my kids, who is going to protect my kids with his life, and he's just waiting outside, that is a disservice to all of us. The policy should be that your job is to be with the kids wherever the kids are. Meaning, if the kids are in the cafeteria, guess where you are? If the kids are in the field, where are you? If the kids are in classroom because we are on instructional hours, your job is to check that those doors are locked from the inside. Because if we have an active shooter today, I want to make sure that I contain it and I can shoot him, because if I am the only one protecting that school, and maybe that be a possibility. It's a high possibility of that. And the shooter get lucky and shot me and I'm dead. At least those doors are locked from the inside. And as an active shooter, normally do not shoot anything that they cannot see. If they cannot see me, I cannot penetrate that classroom, I will be safer. And then if they got me outside, like it happened in Stoneman Douglas.
Right. I
Now,
know.
the
I
other
know they covered the windows, right?
Correct, correct.
Right.
And there's a procedure for that. But again, that is a disservice. Now, going back to what you're saying, I'm not saying that the police is the only one who's supposed to do it. We have a program in Florida, and we particularly me, 99% of my employees are retired law enforcement veterans. Why? Because I need people who know what is to be in combat and what is to be armed most of their life, so I can train them to get to that level, to trade to that level. And I'm talking about people who can act, and I'm sure they're going to act in case something like this happen. Why I tell you that? Because we try to do the same thing, and we bring that from Israel. So a lot of teachers, because of the school location, they're armed. But in Israel, everybody served 3 years. Everybody's an infantryman, trained. You don't have that luxury in the United States. We try to do that in Florida, and we have several teachers trying to attempt to do this, shooting themselves in the range in front of the sheriff, which is the people who were um, um, uh, training them and certifying them. And then you have the other ones who just cannot pass because the level. So I'll give you an example. School in the beginning of this program in Florida, Police officers have to, in order to be in the street, you have to qualify at 15 yards, a 75 percentile of accuracy. To be a safe school officer or a guardian, you have to shoot at 25 yards, 85% of accuracy. Why? Because I am not supposed to be shooting somebody in the street. I'm supposed to shoot somebody with a weapon in a classroom full of kids, with kids behind, kids in front, or in between, teachers, people, innocent people. You own every bullet that you shoot. So I have to shoot better than a police officer to be in school. If we put those concepts, if we put those standards very, very high, I'm quite sure that we can protect all the schools. We got to create jobs. We got to bring a lot of veterans that are right now looking for a purpose in life. And this is a good purpose. We are protecting life. We're protecting kids. Keep saying that because when people talk about security and say, I can care less about any vehicle parked outside the school, insurance will pay for that. There is no insurance in the world who is going to pay for a second of your life, and more important than the life of the kids and the staff in the school. That is what we are here to protect life. If we go with that mentality and we create a federal mandate where you cannot operate a school if you don't have either law enforcement or a certified safe school officer in that location, you will see the difference, because a lot of these shootings happen because the kids know and the perpetrators know there's nobody to respond. They are mine.